Hi, everyone. Melanie and I are here because LinkedIn Creators has a National Swap Ideas Day that they have for this Friday. And Melanie and I decided to go ahead and join and collaborate on some tips to help creators that don't know how to start off. So my name is Felipe Cofiño, and I'm here with Melanie to do that. So Melanie, would you mind introducing yourself?
Hi, thank you, Felipe. I'm so excited to be doing this with you. My name is Melanie Wexler. I am a career coach, and I'm also a former recruiter, and I'm ready to share some ideas to help you create content.
So we have 6 tips that we want to share with you, and we both are huge LinkedIn enthusiasts. You can obviously find us on LinkedIn daily, probably commenting or posting or creating content. So we wanted to share our 6 tips. So Melanie, would you share the first tip?
So the first thing you want to do before you even start thinking about what you want to post, you really need to understand what your why is. You need to understand what your purpose is. Why are you showing up? What do you hope to achieve? When you know that, you're going to be driven to just really being able to create content that speaks to you.
That's a great point, because you have to have that strategy to start off with. Tip number 2. Find something you're passionate about. If you're a great writer, you like photography, you enjoy videography, tap into that passion. It'll help you enjoy the journey better. But at the end of the day, be you. Don't try to be somebody else. Be you and tap into that talent that you have and utilize that talent.
I just actually commented on somebody else's post just about that very comment, and I was like, the only thing you have to do is authentically show up as yourself, be who you are, be what you offer, and people will resonate with that. So, but the third tip is write all of your thoughts down. So I think a lot of times we get overwhelmed by how much, what am I going to write? What am I going to say? And then the most random thing will happen and you'll be, doing something completely unrelated. And you're like, hey, that's a good idea. So I always carry a little bit of a small little journal notebook with me. And, when I have some downtime, I always just kind of write my thoughts out, things that I want to talk about, things that are pressing. And I always have that with me. And it's a resource that I can always go to.
And that's a brilliant tip, because I use the notes page on my phone. And the reason I started using it was because twice I had written down this long post and I had worded it so wonderfully. And I was so proud of myself because, again, writing is not my skill set. And with technology, glitches happen, it closed down the app and I had to restart from scratch. So to Melanie's point, if you have it somewhere else, you can copy and paste it. You don't lose it all. It's a great, great tip. Tip number 4, don't let fear stop you from putting out content. We all have been there. We all have had that time where we're like, you're scared to, you're not sure if it's the right content. It's okay. You learn from what you post and you grow from there. We've all have learned from our past mistakes, and sometimes they're not mistakes. It's just what works and what doesn't work. So don't let fear stop you, because that is one of the biggest things people always, that famous quote of, you can do 1 or 2 things with fear. Fear everything and run, or face everything and rise. So take this opportunity to rise and don't let it stop you.
100%. This goes back to being you. It's like you have your unique viewpoint, your unique thoughts, your own experiences. So embrace that and just, and I promise you, it will speak to somebody. Somebody will resonate with it and connect with you on that. And then tip number 5 is consistency. So show up. If you say that you're really ready to start posting content, I suggest adding it to your calendar, really holding yourself accountable for it. Even maybe treat yourself, reward yourself. So if you post for an entire week and you meet your goal, then treat yourself for it. But show up, be consistent, because that's going to help build momentum, and it's also going to help you connect to more people.
And that's a great tip. And then, the last tip, is sometimes, you may have written a comment on someone else's post. You can take that comment and turn that into a post, especially if you feel like what you wrote was really relevant and will resonate with people. That's a great way to start as well, is just take a comment from someone else's post and make that into its own post. So those are 6 tips from Melanie and I. I hope you found that helpful. Thank you to LinkedIn Creators for doing the Swap Ideas Day. It was a great chance for Melanie and I to collaborate. She and I have spoken before on LinkedIn, obviously, and on different apps, but this is the first time we've been able to collaborate face to face. So thank you for that opportunity. And Melanie, I've had a great time doing this with you.
Thank you, Felipe. I greatly appreciate it as well, and I'm glad to have this opportunity.
Well, happy Idea Swap Day, everyone. Take care.
Thanks.